Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is gonna be on something completely different. It's gonna be on how to become a New York real estate agent. The reason why I'm doing this video is because so many people have been asking me, how do you become a real estate agent? So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make a video. So if you're interested in becoming a New York real estate agent, just keep on watching this video. I'm gonna break down the steps and also give a lot of good tips on how to save money to become a real estate agent and what to expect. So basically, when you're looking to become a real estate agent, you have to do the schooling. The schooling is 75 hours of schooling. It doesn't really matter how you do it. There's a lot of schools and programs that break down the hours to be more to be more convenient for you. So say for example, if you're a mother, single mother, something like that, and or you work another job, to do the schooling, it's really easy. The school that I went to was New York Real Estate Institute, and basically they offered only weekend classes, they offered Monday through Friday classes, they offered evening classes. So they're really flexible on how you do the schooling, which is great. You don't have set hours that the schooling is only in the mornings or something like that. They do have just morning classes. They really make it so easy for you at New York Real Estate Institute. I don't know how they do it at other schools, but most real estate schools are really flexible on how you complete the 75 hours of schooling. Now for the schooling, so after you complete the 75 hours of the classes, then you have to take a test for the school, and then you also have to take a state test. The state test is really cheap for New York. It's only $15. So my biggest suggestion to you to not waste time is when you sign up for the schooling, you also sign up for the state exam, not the school exam. The state, obviously you just take the school exam when you're done with the sorry, I'm getting all tongue twisted. When you're done with the schooling. So when you're done with the 75 hours testing, they give you an exam. But I suggest that when you sign up for the schooling, you also sign up for the state exam. The reason for that is because the state exam is very in high demand. So when you go to sign up, you have to sign up for a state exam that is like 3 weeks from the moment that you're signing up. So if you finish the classes within 3 weeks, then right away you can take the state exam and be done with it and start working, instead of having to take the schooling and then wait 3 weeks to take the state exam. By then you'll forget everything, and then you're just wasting time. So when you sign up for the schooling, also sign up for the state exam. It's only $15. You can sign up for the state exam without having completed the schooling. But to become a real estate agent and actually get the license, you have to also complete the schooling. So don't try to let me just take the state exam without doing the schooling. You're gonna fail. So basically, the schooling, for my advice for the schooling, is to read everything in that book, because all of the questions is in the book. There's no really big shortcut for learning the material in the schooling. Just read it. I suggest to read the chapter. Every class is a chapter, so I suggest to try to read some of the chapter before you go to the class. That way it really helps you to follow along with the teacher and everything like that. Also, this is a huge tip, is to go on Groupon.com. On Groupon, they have a special for the real estate New York Real Estate Institute, and you can only pay $140. So normally the schooling for the real estate is $500, but on the Groupon you get a huge discount and it's only $140. So instead of paying $500, you pay $140. You get the whole schooling done for only $140, and then the state exam is only $15. It's really cheap to become a real estate agent when it comes to the schooling and out of money pocket for to become a real estate agent. But then the license, I'm pretty sure, was around $50 or $60. So to get the license, you have to apply for the license after you're done with the schooling, after you're done with the state exam. It's really simple. You just Google it, New York Real Estate, how to get the license, and it has the steps there. But I'm just giving you advice for the schooling and how to save money and that sort of stuff. Okay, so then the other thing is, once you get your license, you're like, okay, what real estate company do I want to work for? That is the biggest catch that nobody tells you when you're in a real estate school. So there's all these companies that come to your school to tell you about their company and why their company is the best and this and that. So basically every real estate company wants you to work for them because you're bringing in money for them and they're not paying you, because you're technically an independent contractor. You work for yourself. You don't get taxes taken out. Make sure you take out the taxes yourself. 25 to 30% of your commission you should be taking out for taxes, which I am starting to do now. But otherwise you're gonna owe like $20,000 by the end of the year, and then you're gonna be like, well, what am I doing? Anyway, so basically every company wants you to work for them, and they're gonna say, hey, we have the highest commission splits. We're gonna give you 90% of the commission splits and we only get 10. Wow, what a great company. No, usually those are the worst companies. You know why? Because their training program sucks and you don't learn anything and you don't make any money at all. That's what happened to me. I'm speaking from experience. I went to a company that gave like 80 or 70% commission split, which was really good because other companies were giving like 30. And I'm like, how am I gonna make any money getting only 30% commission split? But actually, I'm making a lot more money because I'm making a lot more deals, because the training program is so good that I'm actually bringing in income. Whereas with the other company, it was 70 to 80% commission split, and they didn't teach me anything. And the sunlight is getting kind of weird right now. Okay, they didn't teach me anything, and I basically I wasted like 3 months working for a company downtown near Rockefeller that was offering 70 to 80% commission split, but they didn't train me on anything. The guy was just like, yeah, just go out and preview, take pictures, and then post the ads. And I was like, okay, this is pretty simple. And so I did it, and I wasn't getting any calls. And even when I did get a call, I couldn't seem to close a deal or anything like that. So I was like, what am I doing here? You know, so I wasn't making any money. And the way that I came to the company that I'm at now is that I was working at that company for 3 months, not making anything. And then I was like, okay, I need a part-time job to bring in some type of income to pay my bills. So what I did is I found the ad on Craigslist for Bohemian Realty Group that they were offering, they were looking for somebody part-time receptionist. I was like, let me do part-time receptionist while I'm also doing the real estate, because I still want to do the real estate since I did the schooling and everything. I know that I can make money with it. So when I went to the company for a receptionist position, they were like, why are you applying for a receptionist position when you're a real estate agent downtown? And I said, because I haven't made anything in 3 months. And they're like, what? That's insane. They were like, our agents here at this company make a deal within at least their first 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. And I was like, wow, that is amazing. That sounds great. So basically, I switched over companies, and within my first 3 weeks, I did make a deal. So basically, what was that? Okay, so basically, ever since I started with Bohemian Realty Group, even though their commission splits are lower, you get like bumps. So eventually you get higher commission splits. The more you're in training, the more money you make, the more deals you make. So I have to say, you know, within the first month, I made 1 deal. The second month, I made 2. The third month, I made like 3. And then they ask you to at least make 4 deals a month. So you kind of have that pressure, like you have to make a deal type of thing. So yeah, the company is really good. The training program is awesome. They basically have somebody that holds your hand the whole time while you're in the training, that any questions you ask, any questions you have, you ask that one person, and they pretty much know everything because they've been working for the company for a while. So I just think that, so I work for Bohemian Realty Group in Uptown. They specialize in Harlem, Washington Heights, even though they do have listings throughout Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn. But basically, it's a really good company, and I love them so much, and they have really helped me. Their training program is just so good. So it really actually makes you make a deal. So I would say, for my advice to you in terms of what company you're looking to look for, don't just look at the high commission split. Look at what they do for their training program. Like, ask them, how is your training program? What do you guys do? If they're really shaken, they're like, they don't really have like a straight answer or something, they're garbage. Go to another place. Okay, so that's my spiel about real estate in New York City. Go on Groupon.com and get the discount for doing the schooling. Don't pay $500, pay $140. I'm sure somebody's not gonna like that I'm saying this, but you know, if you're really struggling, that's my advice to you. Another really big tip too is that when you're starting the real estate, you might not make any money within the first like a few weeks, because you know you're on 100% commission. So because of that, make sure that you have some money saved up for your rent, for your food, for your bills, so that way you're not like stressed so much, because you're not going to make money in the very beginning, the first couple weeks, and you're going to have to put some money into to invest. So that's my best advice to you, and that's about it. And so just let me know if you have any questions. You could just put it in the comment box below. And all right, ciao.